France, and happy Thursday. It is the 7th. I always forget what day it is. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. I was going to do this tomorrow, but I decided to do it today because today we have a kid-free day. I'm going to show you today how to make a bouquet of flowers. Just putting a whole bunch of flowers together into a lovely bouquet. So this morning I went out and literally spent a small fortune on flowers because it is Mother's Day, prices are higher, and I also didn't buy these wholesale. So I have all of the flowers here in my lovely pot. So before we get started, I'm going to just strip them all off, clean them up so they're all ready to go into a bouquet. And then, yeah, I'll show you how to do it. Also, I might add, I don't know whether you can hear it, the one time that I want to come out and film outside, everyone has to be outside mowing their lawns. It's just always the way. So if you hear that in the background, then that's what that is. It is what it is, can't help it. So yeah, I'm going to spend some time just cleaning up the flowers, and then we'll be ready to start putting it all together. So just to let you know what I've done with these roses, I've stripped all the leaves off from about here down, and you leave maybe about 2 or 3 sort of little leaves at the top, and then any sort of petals that look a little bit bruised or torn, just slowly pluck them out just from the bottom. Just slowly pluck it and it should come out. It just makes them look a little bit nicer. And also, if you want them to sort of look a little bit more open, just gently blow into them and they just pop out a little bit more. So that's how you clean up a rose, ready to pop it in a bouquet. So now they're all ready to go. Next I'm going to move on to these. This is a beautiful little flower called Sweet William, and they're just in lovely little bunches like that. So if I look at a stem like this, I'm going to hold it about here, and I'm going to take all of the leaves off at that point, so it's nice and clean from there down. If you leave these little leaves on, this is what's going to put bacteria in your water and make it go all green and slimy. So you want to make sure all of that's all clean when you pop it in the water. So I'm just going to do the same thing to all of them so that they're all nice and clean and ready to go. So they're all done and the stems are nice and clean. Next, oh, that's sun. Next we're moving on to some lovely carnations. Carnations are actually one of my favorite flowers. My favorite flower is the ranunculus, but carnations are next to it. They're just so lovely and fluffy. These ones in particular they have this beautiful sort of texture on their edges. They're just lovely. So yes. So again with these, we are going to take all of this sort of leaf and foliage of the ends of the stems. Try to leave all your buds on as well, because that will add a little bit of something different. I'm sorry for the light, the sun is like in and out everywhere and it's a nightmare. Okay, so carnation stem, from about this point here, all of this is going to go, and you just take it off like that, so it's nice and clean. Okay, so all my carnation stems are nice and clean from about that point down. Right, so I've cleaned all my flowers up. There's noise going on absolutely everywhere that I cannot control. The dog is barking at everything that he wants to bark at. People are mowing their lawns and yelling at each other. People are playing music every now and then. So I don't know what this is going to be. I don't know whether you can hear me. I don't know how well this is going to go. So what I've done is I've laid out all of my flowers. I've got roses here, all cleaned up. We've got some Sweet William ready to go. It's all cleaned on the stems. We've got some carnations, again they're all nice and clean at the stems, and we've also got some chrysanthemums. I've just cleaned them as well, and I've just got 3 sort of bunches kind of thing. We also have some lovely, I'm pretty sure this is stock, it's very delicate as you can see, all the little bits are coming off, but I've got 5 stalks of that, and it's lovely. So as you can see, I've sort of got a pink and a white sort of palette going. Then I have this foliage here, I've forgotten what it's called, it starts with a V. I don't know, my brain is just like gone blank, but I'll put it on the screen. But I have big stalks like this, and then I've also cut off little stalks like this, just as sort of like a filler type thing. I also bought out 3 different sized vases because I don't know how big this is going to end up being. It's going to be like a medium to larger size bouquet. I also have my trusty floral scissors. Okay, things have quietened down a little bit. Dogs and mowers and people. Oh, anyway, as I was saying, I also have some curling ribbon here, and we're going to use that to tie off our bouquet once it's finished. Alright, you know what, we're just going to start. We're going to start with 2 bits of foliage, pop them together like so. I'm going to grab a rose and just pop it in here, and we want to have it so that it's not lost within all the foliage. Let's pop in a little bit of Sweet William. Gonna pop in another rose on the other side, another bit of Sweet William on the opposite side. Going to add in a little bit of our chrysanthemum, and I'm gonna pop that right in the center just to fill in that sort of gap. I'm gonna pop in another one on the opposite side, so just here, so that it's balanced. Pop in another rose on this side, there. So now we have a rose here, here, and here. I'm gonna pop in our carnation. Oh, we might zoom out a bit. Oh, there we go. Another bit of Sweet William here at the front, another carnation. And so we're just sort of layering and making sure that all of the colour is sort of evenly distributed, and all of the different flowers that we've got are all sort of evenly spread out together. You can bunch them if you like, so we can have a couple of roses here together. Add in another bunch of foliage, and adding the foliage is what starts to sort of bulk it out a bit more. That one. So the way that I'm holding it like this, and everything underneath my fingers, we want it to be clean. So if there is any sort of foliage or leaf underneath that, I'm taking it off so that all of the leaves are on this half, and then all of the leaves down here are all stripped off. Right, I think I'm done. Once our bouquet is all together, just cut a piece of our ribbon and just tie it around the stems a couple of times, and then tie it off with a knot. So that's just going to relax a little bit. Just have a little bit of a look at it. Just pull up any flowers that look like they're kind of getting lost within all of the foliage. What we really want is to have the roses to be seen, because they're kind of like the focal flower. Keep going there. That looks really nice. I'm very happy with that. So next, what we want to do, we've got all of these stems. We're going to cut them all down, possibly end up using this container. So just gonna, by eye, yeah, I'm going to cut about here. All of this is going to come off. So time to get chopping. Okay, and what I've done is I've cut them all on an angle, because if they're on an angle, then they're going to soak up as much water as possible. Right, let's check. That should go in there nicely. Just going to pop some water in it. Our vase is full, a little bit over halfway. Just want to squish it. And there is our lovely vase of flowers, ready for mum.